Welcome back for another deep dive. You know we love Path of Exile too,
Yeah.
and so we're going to be looking at a build for the Titan Warrior Ascendancy.
That's good.
I think this is going to be a fun one.
Oh, yeah. This is a great one for anyone who loves to just, be an unstoppable force on the battlefield.
Yeah, like picture it, right? You're just like decked out in heavy armor,
Oh, yeah.
just smashing through hordes of enemies. That's the Titan fantasy.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what makes this build tick.
Okay, so at its heart, the Titan is all about heavy armor and those powerful slam skills.
Right.
It's a build that thrives on crushing blows and heavy stuns. So crushing blows deal bonus damage, and they have a chance to stun enemies.
Okay.
And then heavy stuns disable opponents for longer,
Right.
leaving them open to those follow-up attacks.
So it's like a very control-heavy approach.
Yes, you are dictating the flow of battle.
Yeah, you're in charge.
You're in control.
Okay, so the guide highlights 4 Ascendancy nodes.
Yes.
That are like super important for this build. Can you break those down for us?
Absolutely. So first up, we have Stone Skin.
Okay.
This gives you 50% more armor from your body armor.
Wow.
It basically makes you a walking tank.
I like it.
You can withstand tons of attacks.
So that's like the foundation of your survivability.
Yes, exactly.
I just see myself shrugging off attacks. That would obliterate other characters.
Yes.
What's the next node we got?
The next one is Earthbreaker.
Oh, okay.
And this one increases your area damage.
Nice.
So Earthbreaker gives your slam skills a 20% chance to trigger aftershocks.
Ooh. Aftershocks.
So think of it like this. You slam the ground,
Okay.
and then there are these mini earthquakes that kind of ripple out.
I like it.
It's like dropping a boulder in a pond and watching the ripples spread out.
So you're not just hitting hard.
Right.
You're creating this expanding wave.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds super satisfying.
Yeah.
All right, so what's the third node then?
The third node is Ancestral Empowerment.
Okay.
And this one, every other slam skill you use gets a 20% damage boost and increased area of effect.
Oh, wow.
So every other slam is like a mini cataclysm,
That's awesome.
wiping out groups of enemies.
I love it. It's great. So that's a serious power spike.
Yes.
What about that last Ascendancy node?
This one is Crushing Impacts.
Okay.
And this is a game changer.
Ooh, I like game changers.
So this makes every single hit you land a crushing blow.
Wow.
And remember how crushing blows have a chance to stun?
Yeah.
Well, now every attack is a chance to stun.
Oh, wow.
Combine this with the heavy stuns and you have complete battlefield control.
So you're like a force of nature.
Yes, you're just pummeling your enemies into submission.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so we've laid the foundation with those Ascendancy nodes. Now let's talk about the skills.
Okay.
What's the primary skill that this build uses?
The primary skill is Earthquake.
Okay.
It tears open the ground and causes these spikes to erupt, dealing damage over time.
That sounds amazing.
It's like turning the ground into a weapon.
Earthquake, I mean, it makes sense for the Titan.
It fits thematically.
Yeah, it fits perfectly. How does it work with the aftershocks that we talked about?
So Earthquake triggers aftershocks like crazy. So you have the initial impact of the earthquake and then these waves of aftershocks.
That's awesome. So we're creating chaos.
Yes.
I like it. Now, the guide mentions some support gems
Yes.
that really make Earthquake even better. So what are those?
We have Fist of War and Pulverize.
Okay.
These both focus on enhancing area damage.
Okay.
Fist of War grants you Ancestral Boost, which increases damage and area of effect.
Yeah.
And then Pulverize expands the impact zone.
So those 2 gems make sure that nothing escapes your Earthquake.
Yeah, no one's safe.
All right, so maximum area denial.
Yes.
What other gems should we be looking at?
So to really capitalize on that stun playstyle, we have Ruthless, which accelerates stun buildup.
Got
You
it.
want those heavy stuns happening constantly.
Right.
And then to amplify the damage, we're going to use melee physical damage and area of effect.
So those are bread and butter gems.
Yes, for any slam build.
All right, so we're creating this truly devastating force with Earthquake. But what happens when we run into a really tough enemy?
Okay.
Like, what's our backup plan?
That's where Bone Shatter comes in.
Okay.
So this skill has a powerful melee strike, but it also creates this shockwave.
Nice.
So it's good for single target, but also a little bit of area.
So it's versatile.
Yes.
It can handle both.
Exactly.
What about support gems for Bone Shatter?
So for this one, we want Impact Shockwave.
Okay.
So whenever you stun an enemy with Bone Shatter, it triggers an additional shockwave.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's almost like a mini earthquake.
So even when you're focusing,
Yeah.
you're still creating that area of effect.
Exactly.
I love it. What else do we need?
You need over...
This boosts stun buildup by 80%.
Right.
So you're stunning enemies more often.
So we can get the shockwaves going.
Yep.
What else?
Exploit weakness.
Uh-huh.
So this consumes the enemy's armor,
Oh, okay.
and it increases your damage by 50%.
Nice. So we're exploiting their weakness.
Yes, exactly.
Is there one more gem for this?
Yes, the last gem is dazing.
Okay.
So it doesn't enhance the shockwave, but it makes your enemies more vulnerable
Okay.
by reducing their accuracy and evasion.
It sounds like these gems all work together really well, maximizing our damage and our control. So we got Earthquake for groups and Bone Shatter for single targets. Are there any other skills that this guide recommends?
Yes, there are a few more that are really good for movement and defense.
Okay.
So for movement, we have Leap Slam and Shield Charge.
Okay, so those are how we get around.
Yes, they're crucial for positioning.
Which is super important in any action RPG.
Especially in Path of Exile too. Yeah, for sure. What about for defense?
For defense, we have Infernal Cry.
Okay.
This taunts nearby enemies, and then it makes them explode when they die.
Oh, wow.
So it's a good area denial tool.
So they're like walking bombs.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love that. All right, so what else is there?
For damage, we have Ancestral Warrior Totem.
Okay.
So this is like a mini Titan.
Like it.
It'll use slam skills as well.
So we're creating a little army
Yes.
of earth-shattering warriors.
Exactly. The last one is Supercharged Slam.
Okay.
This unleashes a bunch of aftershocks.
Nice.
It's like you become an earthquake generator.
All right, so for when we absolutely need to obliterate everything.
Yes, exactly.
So we've got our core skills, Earthquake and Bone Shatter.
Yeah.
And then these extra skills for movement, defense, and damage. This is shaping up to be a pretty powerful build.
It is.
Let's take a second.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and talk about gear.
Sounds good. Okay, so we've talked about the skills.
Right, the core of the build.
Now let's look at the gear.
Okay, so what should we be thinking about?
Well, the guide emphasizes high physical damage, armor, and stun bonuses.
Okay, so like basically everything about the Titan.
Yeah, it all comes together.
We want to hit hard, we want to take a hit,
Yep.
and we want to stun everything.
Exactly.
And this goes for all our gear.
Yes. Weapons, armor, accessories.
Everything. Okay, so what about weapons specifically?
The guide recommends a two-handed mace or maul.
Okay.
Those are known for high damage and stun bonuses.
Makes sense.
Yeah, perfect for the Titan.
Yeah, we're all about smashing. Does it talk about any specific items?
Not really. It focuses more on the stats.
So what about the passive skill tree?
It suggests focusing on nodes that boost armor, physical damage reduction, slam skill damage, stun and heavy stun effectiveness, life and strength.
So like all the good stuff.
Yeah, all the things that make the Titan strong.
So it's all about building that solid foundation.
Exactly.
And then just amplifying those key stats. The guide kind of lays out the gameplay loop.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Engage with Leap Slam or Shield Charge.
Yep.
Control with stuns. Then hit them hard with Earthquake and Bone Shatter.
And survive with armor and flasks.
Yeah, so it's like a tactical dance.
I like that. A tactical dance.
Yeah.
You're dictating the flow.
So what does the guide say about the strengths of the build?
Well, obviously, the area damage is insane.
Right.
You're creating these huge explosions.
Yeah, with Earthquake and Bone Shatter.
And all those aftershocks.
It's like a minefield for enemies.
Exactly. You're a walking disaster.
I love it. What about the stun locking?
So that's really important for controlling enemies.
Especially big groups.
Yes, you're not just reacting.
You're preventing them from attack.
You're dictating the terms.
And then on top of that, we have the durability.
Yes, the Titan is very tough.
Thanks to stone skin and the heavy armor.
It's a tanky build.
So we're not a glass cannon.
Nope, you can take a punch.
We could dish it out and take it. But every build has weaknesses.
That's true.
What does the guide say about that?
Well, it says the Titan isn't the most mobile.
Right.
You're reliant on those movement skills.
Leap Slam and Shield Charge.
Yeah, which can be a little slow.
So positioning is going to be key.
Very important.
We need to be in the right spot.
To maximize our damage.
And it also mentions enemies with stun resistance.
Oh, yeah, those can be tricky.
If we can't stun them,
it makes it a lot tougher.
So we need to adapt.
Yeah, have a backup plan.
You can't rely on stuns alone.
Exactly.
What are the final thoughts from the guide?
It basically says to experiment. This is a foundation, but you can adapt it to your playstyle.
Yeah, find your own way.
Exactly. Make it your...
So if you want to unleash some serious area damage, Control the battlefield with stuns.
Yep.
And just shrug off those attacks.
Like they're nothing.
The Titan Warrior might be for you.
Yeah, it's all about that raw power.
Unwavering strength.
You're a force of nature.
Crushing your enemies. I think we covered a lot today.
Yeah, we went pretty deep.
We talked about the mechanics.
The Ascendancy nodes.
The skills.
The gear.
Yeah, we really broke it down.
We did.
What it means to be a Titan.
All the strengths and weaknesses.
But the real journey begins when you jump in the game.
That's where the fun starts.
You take this knowledge.
And experiment.
You make it your own.
Exactly.
So if you're ready to unleash your inner Titan.
Fire up Path of Exile 2.
Get ready to shake things up.
Good luck and have fun.
And may your enemies tremble before you